Have you ever just wished your computer could, get what you want without you having to spell out every single little step? Well, that future, it's a lot closer than you might think. Today, we're diving into the dawn of AI agents, a huge shift that's taking us from giving rigid instructions to having an intelligent partner. This quote from Marco Argenti at Goldman Sachs just hits the nail on the head. Think about it. A subway map is great, right? But it's static. It can't tell you if a train is delayed or a station is closed. A GPS, though, that's totally different. It knows where you're going and it actively finds the best way to get you there, even if traffic suddenly gets crazy. That is the leap we're talking about, from a simple program to a true AI agent. So, what exactly is this new GPS for technology? What's the secret sauce here? How do we go from a dumb program that just follows a script to an intelligent agent that can actually, figure things out on its own? Okay, at its heart, an agentic system is all about delegation. Seriously, imagine you're a manager. You don't walk over to your best employee and tell them exactly which keys to press to write an email, right? No, you give them the goal, the why, and you trust them to figure out the how. That's exactly what we're starting to do with AI. We're stepping back from being micromanagers and becoming leaders. This comparison really makes it click. A classic program is like a train stuck on a fixed track. If a tree falls on the line, well, that's it, game over. But an AI agent, it's more like a really smart self-driving car. It sees the roadblock, it calculates a new route on the fly, and it just keeps on going towards the destination. It's not just following orders, it's actively making decisions. So what's under the hood of these things? What actually gives them this power to think and adapt and, well, be smart? It isn't magic, I promise. It's actually a pretty powerful toolkit of core abilities that we're about to unpack. Okay, so think of an agent's brain like a superhero's utility belt. It's packed with 4 essential gadgets. First up, it has a planner to actually map out a strategy. Second, it's got sensors to observe what's happening and adapt if things change. Third, it has a tool belt so it can reach out and use things like a web browser or a calculator. And finally, it's got a memory bank so it can learn from its past successes and failures. Put all that together, and you've got a really powerful problem solver. So we've seen the tools in the toolkit, but how does an agent actually use them? What's really going on inside the mind of an AI when you give it a complex problem? Let's take a little peek behind the curtain. So when you give an agent a task, what is really happening? Is it some simple one-shot calculation? Not at all. It's more like a journey of trial and error, a little dance of thinking, acting, and then learning from what happens. And the real key to understanding this is that it's a dynamic loop. The agent doesn't just think once, it experiments. It tries something out, it watches to see what happens, and then it learns from the results. This constant feedback cycle is what makes it so incredibly powerful and allows it to get better and better over time. This is basically its 5-step internal monologue. First, it goes, okay, what's the real goal here? Then, it makes a first attempt. Now, here's the magic. It stops and critiques its own work. It actively looks for flaws. Based on that self-critique, it proposes specific ways to fix the problems. And only then does it create the final, refined version for you. It's like it has its own built-in quality control system. And you know what? That's what makes it so amazing. This isn't some perfect, clean, linear process. It's messy. It's nonlinear. It's kind of like how our own brains work, right? I mean, think about the last time you were working on a big project. You didn't get it perfect on the first try. You tried something, you probably made a few mistakes, you learned from them, and you iterated. That's exactly what these agents are doing, just at a mind-boggling speed. All right, so what does all of this actually mean for us, for the real world? We've got this new kind of technology that can plan and learn and create. How is this going to change everything? Let's talk about the new frontier. The most important thing to get here is that AI agents are not here to replace us. They're here to empower us. Think of it like having a co-pilot for your mind. They can handle all the complex details, navigate the grunt work, and that frees you up to focus on the big picture, the creative vision, the strategy, the why. And so, here we are, standing at the beginning of a whole new era. An era where our machines aren't just tools anymore, but actual partners in solving problems. The question isn't, what can we program them to do anymore? The question is now, with an intelligent partner, what incredible challenges can we solve together? The possibilities are truly endless. So, what will you ask your AI agent to solve first?